That's not good.
Service engine soon.
Alright, so we had our check engine light turn on, so I have the OBD sensor plugged in down here. You see the little red light? I think that was like 20-25 bucks on Amazon. And then I downloaded an OBD2 program called Car Scanner, and it's going to read what the problem is. Alright, so it looks like we have a camshaft position sensor A bank 1 circuit malfunction. Alright, so today we have a camshaft sensor that went out. So we are going to do the change for that. The Hitachi brand is the OEM brand that Nissan uses. Obviously there's a lot of other brands that you can choose, but this is the one that I went with. All the way in the back on the passenger side of the engine. Let's see if we can get you in there to see it. So that's the injector, that one right there where I cleaned it off. Straight back. That's the camshaft sensor that we have to pull out. So I have to disconnect the wire and then get the bolt off, and then that should just come right out.
What are the two wires you unplugged?
One's a thermal wire, and the other one, I believe, is for the injectors. It just moves that wiring harness out of the way a little bit, so you have a tiny bit more room to get that. But not much. Got it. I know what I need. I try to get the stubby back there to push on it.
It clicked.
Clicked. But it's not staying clicked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really long screwdriver, flathead. I've got the button pressed in with a stubby screwdriver, and now I'm gonna use this to try to wiggle it off of the sensor so I can get that wire off. I used a flathead screwdriver very gently, twisted the screwdriver, getting it to pop just ever so slightly. Once it popped off just a little bit, then I used my hands to wiggle it off the rest of the way. Ta-da! So that's the mechanism there. You have to push that in. It should lock in place if you can get it pushed in all the way. Yeah, and then that's the connector. Once it's pushed in, then you just kind of wiggle. I have to get the one bolt out that holds this sensor in place. Oh, I think I got it on there. Out. I see the bolt.
Show us.
We'll clean all that up before we put it back in.
10 millimeter.
10 millimeter. And now, this the sensor should pop right out. There it goes. Ready? Here it goes.
Let's see it. Ooh. Good job.
This seems to be what everyone says. There's a good amount of oil on there, which makes sense because it's the cam shaft area, so there should be oil on this. No rubber seal around it. But yeah, pretty straightforward.
Ready? Now what?
All right, so now we're going to put the brand new one in. So this is the one that was in there. I'm assuming it's never been changed before, but I do not know. It does look like there's a design difference, which I'm assuming is because of this oil that I was talking about. They added an O-ring to it, so that way there's no oil coming out and causing issues with the sensor. That's my guess, anyways, because I think there was a little gunk and stuff inside of here, so the O-ring will prevent the gunk. So that'll be nice. So now I'm going to slide this guy in, line it up with the bolt hole, and then I'll put the 10mm bolt back in, and then we'll reconnect the wiring harness. I'm filling around in there with my cloth, and I'm just trying to clean it up a little bit, get some of the excess oil out from the area. Nothing crazy, just like anything else. When you're working on stuff, you want to take a little bit of time and clean up as you go. That way, when you put it all back together, you don't run into any issues of connection problems because you didn't clean it up. Alright, so now we're just gonna fit this in. Yep, there's the hole. Get my finger out of the way. Maybe. Did I find the hole? I don't know. There it is. There it is. Is it there?
Combination with mine.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. We'll kind of give it a little push. Back to it. I'm not talking about warranties. Let's get this bolt in.
Ooh, I can see. Got it.
Yep, got it. That was it. Just a little looser than I thought it would be when I got the wrench on there. So this is like 86 inch-pounds, inch-foot-pounds, something like that. So just tighten it. Don't go crazy. And you should be good. Because I can't get a torque wrench back there, so there we go. I'm happy with that. There's some grease in the thing, so I just wanna hit it with a little bit of cleaner. Let that drip out, and then I'll dry it up. Now we're gonna reconnect everything. So I'm going in from the bottom side of the sensor and getting it on there. And once it's on there, just give it a good push. Click. There we go. Just clicked. So now we are in. Now we'll reconnect the other 2 points that I took off. The one thermal check right here. And then the one in the front over here, which is the injections. Just get it right here. Just put that back on. Nice and clicked. So now everything is reconnected. The bolt is tightened, and that should fix our problem. Alright, here we go. Start number 2.
Yeah. Perfect. And there's no check engine light.
We are golden.
Good job. Success.
Alright, so we're all done with the project, installing the camshaft bank 1 sensor on the passenger side. I've never done it before. This was my first experience with it, and I think it took us all of an hour. So, take your time with it, and it's totally something that you can do also.